You've seen her in Godless and Preacher, and now Trine Christensen joins us in the studio right after this.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes.
Yeah, you like that?
I love this. Great choice.
Thank
on
you.
Hendrix. That's fantastic. Welcome, everyone, to Mini Spotlight, where we highlight rising stars in music, TV, and film. Just listen to that. Just take a moment. Yeah. Okay. Yes, welcome. Had to absorb that a little bit. I am your host, Amy Cassandra Martinez, and like I said, we are joined by the lovely Trine Christensen. Hi.
Thank you. Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, you were on our show, Netflix Picks. Back in the day, it was called Netflix News.
That's right.
And so it's nice because we follow each other on Instagram, and it's like, I get to see what you're doing on Instagram. It's fantastic. Right. It's great.
I just told you're one of the reasons I started using my Instagram. I thought I gotta put something on there.
Well, yeah, and you're doing a great job, not only on Instagram, but with everything else. Congratulations. Godless got so many nominations.
12 nominations.
Double digits.
Right, and every one of them so well deserved.
Okay,
yes.
So we have to know, where were you when you found out about the nominations? What did you do? Tell us everything.
I was at home and I was checking out social media, of course, wasting time. And I blame you, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Because now I'm totally addicted. No, I was at home and I was just kind of scrolling through the news, things like that. And I saw all the Emmy nominations. And then, of course, I got very excited and I had to go back in and recheck. And I looked at Facebook, other friends of mine who worked on the show. And sure enough, very, very exciting. Yeah.
So now what's next for you? Because, us average people, we don't get to experience all of the stuff with the Emmys. So tell us. Okay, so you guys have been nominated. What comes next?
What comes next? Mm-hmm. First of all, you're not average. So
that's right, you guys.
That's
We're not
right.
average. We're awesome.
No, not at all. Well, I was just very, very excited to see it. I'm going to be following it, obviously. And by the way, our director, Scott Frank, nominated twice. Can you believe that? As writer and director. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. And then Jeff Daniels actually is not only nominated here as Best Supporting Actor, he has another show he's working on that he also was nominated for. So that's how good he is. 2 nominations.
That's amazing.
So, at least not in the same, category. He'd be running against himself. But yeah, two acting nominations, right?
I know.
Yeah.
What is it like to know that you worked on something that obviously, you must have known when you were working on it, that was going to be something special. But, getting to be nominated for an Emmy is amazing. What does it make you feel like now?
Well, since all the Emmys are for me, Amy.
Exactly.
No, not at all. But it feels incredibly gratifying because I love working at that show, and made some decisions also acting a career-wise that I've considered over many years whether this was something I ever would do. And I thought, for this one, yes, because it's completely justified. I love this project. I believe in it, and I think it's going to be amazing. And seeing how well received it has just been absolutely fantastic.
Now, for you, when you're reading a script, what is it about a script that makes you say yes? Is there something in particular? Exactly.
Well, in this particular situation, right off the bat, seeing Scott Frank's name, on it, instantly, I knew it was going to be good.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, he's been nominated many times before. And so this was his directorial debut. But he is a fantastic writer and just such a craftsman. So right off the bat, seeing his name attached to it was just enough for me to know that this is something I really, really wanted to be involved with. And I got lucky and got on there. So.
Well, and it sounds like you also, you had fun because I know the last time we spoke on Netflix Picks, guys, you really should check it out. That's Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on AfterBuzz. Thank you. You talked about how much fun you were having.
Yes.
What do you think changed you as an actor? You know, because I feel like each role changes you, like helps you with your career and just also with yourself. Is there something that changed?
Absolutely. You know, I ended up working in a capacity I never had before. And I think it definitely pushed my limits as an actress, and it ended up putting me outside of my comfort zone, which is very important to me. That's something that I continuously strive to do because I think that's where growth comes from. So getting to do some of the things I got to do on this particular show really was very satisfying artistically that way. And after I was done filming, I sat down and I thought, wow, okay, what should be my next thing now? What is the next thing that sort of scares me? What's something else that would make me, you know, maybe feel uncomfortable, something else I need to work on? And well, if you want to know the answer to that.
I do.
Yes. Okay, thank you for asking. It is comedy improv. And I thought,
What?
that's terrifying. I need to do that.
Yeah, that
I
is
need to do that. I did this now, and so now this is what I'm going to do. So I signed up for classes at Upright Citizens Brigade here in Los Angeles.
Of course.
And I initially started out with they have several classes. There are 8 weeks each. So I took the 101 at first, and then the 201, and I'm signed up in the 301. And, you know, I may just quit acting and be a student at UCB. I don't know. I love it.
That's amazing.
And not because I'm very good at it or anything like that. I just, you know, you walk in and you fall on your face and you go, wow, that was terrifying. I think I need to do it again. And you just keep doing it. That's been amazing.
See, would you say that that's something vital for actors to know?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. A very good friend of mine, fantastic actor. I know you guys have interviewed him as well, Scott Takeda. I asked him, I said, okay, Scott, please, come on, you know, give me some of your you know, knowledge here. Share with me. Yeah. What would you recommend? And he asked me about improv, comedy. And I said, I haven't really done much. He says, oh, you need to do that. That's definitely, he says, I think all actors really need to do that. So I can only say that I agree 100%. I wish this is something I had found earlier, but, you know, never too late. So.
Well, of course. Now, do you feel like that's kind of influenced maybe, I mean, you said you're not very good, but I don't believe you. I would have to see this. But do you feel like it's influenced the roles that you want to take in the future?
Absolutely. You know, and I'm just stubborn. I just figure I will just outlast people. So I'm just going to continue taking classes.
Well, yeah.
So in 20 years from now, I'm going to be, you know, the very oldest student, and I'm still going to be in there. It's so much fun. And it's one of those, you know, sometimes you hit and miss, and sometimes you go out and you have to be quick and be on your toes, and you really have to listen and pay attention to the people that you're working with. And so sometimes when it works, it just feels so amazing to make people laugh. And I really enjoy that. And I have always made people laugh, but not always on purpose. So,
yeah,
so
I feel
actually
like
doing this is fun.
We can identify with that, some of us. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
right?
Not alone. Now, thinking about back to when you started, when you got the acting bug, how do you think you've changed as an actor since, you know, the first time you read a script, the first time you performed in front of people?
I definitely think I make much more bold choices now. And I've also discovered that, you know, oftentimes less really is more, right?
How so?
Well, we have a fantastic casting director in New Mexico. And she was the one who had me in initially for this role. Jo Edna, thank you. And she always tells the actors, trust that you are enough.
Oh, I love that.
Right? Doesn't that just get you right in the heart?
Yeah.
And it's true. It's true. You know, you come in there and you work on your character, but you also bring in your own essence. And I think that's really important.
That gives me like warm little fuzzy feelings.
Right?
Like you really, I mean, I think that's helpful for everyone. Like everything you've said, make bold choices, trust that you're enough, and do something that kind of scares you.
Right.
Now, looking, you know, forward 10 years, where do you hope to see yourself? If that was like if this was a little time capsule and you could send a message to your future self 10 years from now, what would you say?
You better work with Scott again. I want to work with Scott again. Oh my goodness, I absolutely want to work with that whole creative crew that were on Godless. And I'd like to try my hand at comedy. Yes,
I mean,
I got to work. I can't really talk about maybe what it is just yet, but here a few days ago, I was sitting and talking to a friend of mine about some TV shows that we used to watch when we were younger, and one of them is called Sister Sister. And
Yes.
so here very recently, I had the opportunity actually here in LA to work with Tia Mowry.
Stop it.
I know,
That's
right?
awesome.
And she is just as funny and as sweet and cute and all those things as, you imagine her to be, right? And just such a good person. I got to meet her son. She's just an amazing mom and just an overall sweetheart. And it was just like fantastic and a dream come true getting to work with her. Yeah.
See, and you're so sweet. Like, the vibes that you just give off, I'm sure you guys can see it on camera as well. You're just so genuine. And I really, I'm so excited for everything you're going to be doing.
Thank you.
But now, if you could just tell everyone where they can find you on social media so they can like your pictures, like your tweets, retweet you, all of that, because you're rocking it on social media as well.
And I have to look at the card to remember it. Okay, so at Twitter, I'm at Trine Christensen 1. I probably need to change that. And on Instagram, it's Trina2068. That is TRINE 2068.
And I love that
Amy.
you post. Of course. Thank you for coming by again. We'll have to do this again in 6-7 months? You say?
I'd love that.
Yeah, let's
That'd be
do
fantastic.
it. Okay,
yes,
awesome.
all right, you're on.
And thank you guys so much for watching Mini Spotlight. I am your host, Amy Cassandra Martinez. You can find me on all social media at Amy Cassandra MTZ. See you guys next time for Mini Spotlight. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.